Deuteronomy 23, all the way through the law of Moses, the legislation is based upon the idea that remember that you were in Egypt and were saved by grace out of there. For example, verse 15 here, you must not deliver to his master a servant who has escaped from his master and has run to you. Because you were slaves in Egypt and you ran away out of Egypt, didn't you? And God looked after you. You must not, verse 7, hate a foreigner. You must not hate an Egyptian, because you lived as a foreigner in Egypt. So don't despise foreigners because you were foreigners. All the time he's saying to them, remember. Remember your roots. Don't forget your small, humble beginnings. And so it is with us. Don't get old and brave. As the years go by, you tend to forget your childhood, your fragility, how fragile you were. Not just physically, but as you were a young person. How easily you could have gone wrong on this or that, married that guy or that girl. It would have been awful, and this and that and the other. Don't forget that. Remember the way that God led you. This is what God says to Israel at the end of their 40 years in the desert. Remember the way that I led you, and remember where you came from. Unfortunately, humanity does have this tendency to just be so fazed by what is in the here and now. Well, what is right in front of my eyes? My immediate problem, my immediate health problem, this problem, in my job, in my house, in my family, in my life. That you forget what God has done for you. And so it is good to remember your beginnings, especially spiritually, that all of us were lost in this world. But God came into our lives one way or the other, but he came in and brought us out of Egypt and brought us towards his kingdom. Remember that. Don't forget that.